Hi, I'm Alison. Welcome to Dream Chasers Adventures in Happiness, where my band of superhero guests and I share with you tales of daring do, life-changing journeys towards living our best lives. If you're after an injection of inspiration and ideas to live the life that you want and deserve, you're in the right place. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the show where we serve up conversation, concepts and belief that it is entirely possible to create what you crave. If there's something stopping you from pursuing happiness, whatever that looks like to you from a career or lifestyle point of view, the stories and insights covered here are designed to help. Today, I am delving into the power of the subconscious mind and how and why it can help you pinpoint the career and lifestyle changes that you truly want. Now, the subconscious mind has a big role to play in helping any of us identify what will really make us happy. But it's often ignored or dismissed or just not really recognised as important. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about the difference between your conscious and subconscious mind, explaining some left brain, right brain science. I'll cover why your subconscious is much better at helping you come up with right fit, feel good career and lifestyle ideas. And I'm going to share 3 exercises that will help you access and use your own subconscious so that you can tap into answers on what you really need and want. You know, these exercises I personally use and they consistently work for me. So I'm going to share a few of my secrets. So let's get into it. Now, whenever we're trying to solve a problem or come up with a new idea, whether that's determining the right career path for us or where our ideal location to live might be, or just what the key tenets of a happy life look like, we typically all start from the same place, our conscious mind, not subconscious, conscious mind. We treat our conundrum as a logic-based endeavour. So we put our logical kind of left brain to work. Now, the left brain is the part of our brain that controls analytical thought and reasoning. It deals with facts and sequencing and linear thinking. So we use all of our effort to try and sort of deduce or reason an answer or solution to our problem. Now, you might be thinking, hold on a minute, Alison, what's wrong with that? Of course I'm going to use my logical brain to determine my ideal future or an ideal location or my key happiness criteria. But here's the issue. When you only use your left brain, you're applying the part of your mind to the problem that has a very set idea about what's possible and permissible for you. And boy, does your left brain, the home of conscious thought, have very serious limits. Every single one of us has a left brain filter that rationalises what is realistic and achievable. And it sets the bar deliberately low in an overprotective bid to keep us safe and secure. Think of it like a cranial threat detection system. You know, anytime you consider ideas that reach beyond the comfort zone of your current experience, your left brain system will use fear-based thoughts to stop you in your tracks and bring you back to your safe, probably unfulfilling treadmill. The problem is that left unchecked, this logical left brain filter hampers your ability to think outside the box, to entertain new ideas, and to tap into your intuition and instinct. It means you'll only ever be able to conjure up safe ideas that are only kind of 1 or 2 steps removed from where you currently are. So ideas that fit within the boundaries of what your logical left brain deems is doable. So, you know, in practical terms, that might be a sidestep in a career role rather than a properly fulfilling change, or a location move that only delivers half of what you really desire, or a practical list of happiness markers that don't 100% speak to your heart and soul. The result is that you end up with career or location or happiness ideas that feel restricted and uninspiring and frankly demotivating. It's why if you've ended up feeling stuck for an answer that actually feels good and right and exciting, it's because ideas that do spark those feelings are consigned to the impossible box by your conscious mind and are consequently shut down. So this explains why if you've tried endlessly to figure out what will make you happy by thinking seriously about it, you've probably not got very far. So what's the answer? Well, the truth is that the creative resources that reside in the right side of your brain are the missing link. Now, your right brain is best at creative and expressive tasks. It's where your imagination and daydreaming reside, and it's the home of your subconscious mind and your gut instinct. Now, your right brain has two massive advantages for cracking any career or lifestyle conundrum. Firstly, because it houses your subconscious, it remembers every single experience that you've ever had. If you imagined a kind of internal filing system inside your head with all of your experience held safely on record and from which you can draw at any time to make decisions, that's your right brain. This experience log is where your intuition comes from. So anytime you've instinctively known something or you've made a decision that you can't immediately rationalize, that's your right brain at work. Now, your gut instinct, based on all your lifetime experience, can tell you which career, location, or happiness ideas are right or wrong for you. You just need to learn to pay attention to it. Secondly, your right brain processes at unimaginable speed. According to recent research, your logical left brain processes at about 40 bits of information per second, whereas your right brain processes at 20 million bits per second. So that's 40 versus 20 million. So applying only your left brain to solve problems and come up with ideas is a bit like choosing to use a 1980s Amstrad computer, like my old one from many years ago, over the latest supercomputer. So using the incredible processing power of your right brain just makes good sense. So given that that's the case, how can you tap into your speedy right brain and utilize your subconscious mind with its powerful intuition to help you get creative and to tap into what's right to make feel-good decisions? Well, I'm going to share 3 things that I do that consistently work for me. Now, the one I love best and that is absolutely the easiest to try out is consciously asking my subconscious mind to work on a problem and come up with a solution for me while I sleep. So when I get into bed, if I haven't been able to figure something out, or I just don't know what the right or the best thing is in relation to some challenge, I literally say to my subconscious mind, please work on this for me. And then I let it go. And that's really important, because I make sure that I'm not attached to the outcome of this and whether or not it works. I simply just let it go and go to sleep. Now, often when I do this, I'll wake up in the middle of the night or in the morning with an answer. And that answer that just seems to have kind of dropped in without any sort of effort. Now, this doesn't always happen, and if it doesn't happen, I don't worry about it because, hey, nothing is lost. But I'll ask my subconscious again, and the following night or a few nights later, and repeat the exercise. And pretty often, the answer just pops up unexpectedly when I'm swimming or going for a walk or taking a shower, i.e., when I'm not trying to think really seriously about it to try and fathom out an answer. This is literally the easiest thing to try, so give it a whirl, even if it seems a bit bonkers, and see what it throws up for you. Now, the second thing that I do is use positive affirmations infused with belief and emotion. You can use this when you feel stuck, frustrated, or mired with negative thoughts about what's possible in terms of positive changes that you might want to make. And it also helps retrain those negative thought patterns and replace them with ones that serve you. Now, lots of people poo-poo affirmations as pseudoscience, but the practice of using empowering self-talk has been researched in scientific studies, and researchers suggest that there are real benefits associated with it. And hell, I'm all up for trying anything where there's absolutely nothing to lose, and frankly, it makes me feel good, so I play around with this quite a lot. Now, I do 2 things. First thing I do, I have a mantra that I recite before I head to bed. Now, I stole this from Mike Dooley of the Universe Talks fame. And if you don't get his emails or the emails from the universe, go sign up for them. They're amazing. You can find them at tut.com. And the mantra I use from Mike is, I am a happy, spiritual multimillionaire. Now, I say this to myself every single evening as I'm standing on the doorstep just looking out at the night sky, putting it out into the universe that this is my intentional position. I'm a happy, spiritual multimillionaire. Now, I also, as a secondary thing, look in the mirror after I've brushed my teeth. And this is one thing that's taken me quite a while to get comfortable with, but I'm going to share it with you. I say, I love you. So I look into my own eyes, I connect with my soul, and I say it to myself several times over, smiling as I do. And then I just go to bed. Now, different things work for different people, so your mantra or affirmations can be anything. I've known people to use things like, I attract wealth, I am successful, I have healthy boundaries, I am lovable, I am connected to my higher self. It's truly whatever makes you feel good. So this exercise and this practice of affirmations helps tap into your creative and subconscious mind and just play with it. So give it a whirl, see what you think. Finally, the third thing that I do is use visualization. Now, there's two ways of using it. A lot of people use it to tap into their imagination and train their subconscious mind to focus on the end goal or the outcome they want to achieve. So this basically involves creating vivid mental images of the thing you really want in your mind, using all of your senses to imagine experiencing that thing right now, as if it's already a reality. Now, this can be really powerful. And if you Google free guided meditations, you'll find lots to play around with here. However, I use visualization a slightly different way. I use it to access my subconscious filing system in order to get it to give me answers to things. So, for example, years ago, I used a childhood visualization exercise to tap into what it was I was actually passionate about, because I genuinely couldn't connect to it. I just didn't know. It was like a blank piece of paper. I didn't know what I liked. But after the exercise, I ended up with a massive list that I was really excited about and have since incorporated into my life. This visualization, that childhood one, is now one of the exercises in my Work Wonderland online course, which helps people to connect their passions or connect to their passions as part of identifying their ideal career. And in the show notes, you will find a link to that visualization so that you can have a go at it yourself. I've also included another link to a visualization exercise from someone else called Go to Your Room. And this one does a similar kind of thing. It helps you receive messages direct from your subconscious. Now, if you haven't played around with visualizations like this before, or even if you have, it can take quite a while to get into and work because your conscious mind will fight you on it. It will tell you that it's stupid and crazy and impossible to do. But if you just keep having a few goes at it, eventually your left brain will relent and allow you to delve into it wholeheartedly. So there you have it. Those are the three things that I use and play around with a lot. So try them out yourself and see what they throw up for you. Now, that's it for this episode. Hopefully, it's given you some interesting food for thought and a few things to try to tap into your right brain and subconscious mind to help you get to the heart of what you truly need and want to be happy. If you know anyone else who would benefit or enjoy listening to this episode, please do share it. And until next time, just know that I believe in you and your ability to harness your subconscious to support fabulous feel-good choices that take you in the direction of your own epic happiness.
Thank you for listening today. I hope our time together has got you thinking about your own adventure in happiness. So please do get in touch. I'd love to hear more about your story. And why not join our Dream Chasers Unite community? There is nothing better than an adventure shared. Until next time, be brave and go create what you crave.